Aqualung by Jethro Tull. Now what's really cool about this song is the intro riff, which uses the G minor blues scale. It's got nice power chords inside it, nice timing inside it, and it doesn't run on a typical 4-chord progression. So before we get going, I want to please make sure you've got the PDF in front of you that I can use it as a reference. And we're going to zoom in on the intro riff. We're going to look at this part. Okay. Now we did mention the G minor blues scale. For those that don't know the minor blues scale, from G, this is fret number 3, your scale should look like this. But we don't want to spend too much time on it. That's just for you if you want to learn it. We want to recognize the riff sitting inside that scale. And if you look at the first few notes, these notes here, also pay attention to which fingers I'm using for each fret. So each third fret will be the first finger, middle finger is going to use the 4th fret, ring finger is going to use obviously the 5th, and the pinky definitely comes into play for the 6th. Now, starting at the basic riff, you're going to begin with ring finger, string 5, fret 5. That note is D. We're going to go from the D note to the root note of the G, like that. And if you put those two together, it's actually a power chord in reverse, just for by the way. Okay, one has to recognize these things. It's not just learning a riff, but getting to know the parts. Okay, so we got your... There's the pinky kicking in now to fret number 6, which is the minor 3rd. Cross over to the note C over here. And then we bring in that minor blues note, which is also referred to as your flattened 5th. So it's going to be slow motion. Then you pause on there, you hold the note a little bit, and you come back to the root note of the, not the root note, the 3rd fret underneath the root note. So here we go on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and obviously you just want to build some speed into that. Now next up, we're looking at your power chords, and one of the reasons why I want to do this as an individual introduction study is I want us to get our power chords nice and tight, nice and accurate, to get to know them. So you'll notice there's lots of power chords we don't use often, like D flats, going to be over here, E flats, over here, Fs, etc., the whole way through. Also on the PDF, if you don't have a copy, you'll see there is a diagram showing you all the notes in your neck. So it'll show you that this is the E string, the note F, the note F sharp, the note G, and so on. So if you need a copy of the PDF, it's really nice to have. Don't hesitate to contact me. It's yours free of charge. Okay, students, you already got them. Okay, now once you've done your... You jump immediately to a D flat power chord. Now, on the PDF, I didn't write 5 next to everything just because of space. But I want you to treat every chord there as a power chord. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, D flat, capital D with a lowercase b, D flat, fret number 4. That note is D flat, and this shape is the power chord shape. For those that are new to power chords, 3 acceptable ways to play it. I like one in pinky, some like one in ring, some like one ring and pinky. And what I'm doing is I'm putting my pinky slightly flat. So I'm playing 3 strings or just 2 strings. But it's nice to have the octave at the top over there as well, the higher pitch. Okay. Also with the power chords for this song, only strum the strings that have got fingers on them. Okay, so D flat, you got that. Now underneath it, it says 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. It's not maths, okay? The ands are the pluses. And I want us to get into counting. I notice lots of us don't count very often. So I want to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 like that. Because you'll see the next bar, when he goes to E flat, which is simply 2 frets up, he starts on the and after the 1, and 2 and 3. So slow motion, you're going to have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, I'm just playing really quietly so you can hear my counting. And if I put it with, we're going to have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you go up to the F, which is all the way by fret number 8. So for the first top line, everything is all root notes on the A string. Okay, that's the first string. And then when you get to the third bar, you're going to have the same 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And you'll see my hand did a quick jump like that. That's the last E flat on the count of 4. And then the F on the and after the 4. So it's 4 and. So slow motion without strumming loud, we're going to have this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and like that. So slow motion. We got that. Okay, now when you go to the next line, there's a repetition of the E flat, F, which follows through to G, or G flat, sorry, rather. So it's going to go. So it's nice, quick power chord moves like this. So from the beginning now, we're going to join everything together. I'm going to count you in. I want you to play with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Okay, so it's nice, sharp, very accurate movements. And just quickly on the strumming hand there for a second. I'd like us to observe that I've got my palm really close to the saddles over here. So my palm's resting about over here, but I'm not palm damping it. I'm raising my palm. You can see there's a little bit of light coming between my palm and the strings at the back there, off, on. And you'll see my stroke is a very short. So it's going to be very short strokes, and I forgot an E flat F there. Yes, I know for those that did observe that. But what we're looking at is the action over here, the actual strumming action. So let's get it right now. We're going to zoom out, and I want you to play along with me. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And from there, you're going to jump all the way down to fret number 4. So you're going to have sort of E flat, F, E flat, D. Nice quick changes, although there is a beat between the G flat and the D flat if you look at the PDF. Okay, once you've done that, you go back to E flat and you're going to have 4 E flats going. Nice big jumps you can see again one more time. Nice big jumps, and every time we add a new part on, we go back to the beginning and we put it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from there, the last part you play G flat again onto the E flat, onto the E, sorry, not E flat, onto E. And then you'll notice the last B and D are in red. The B and D are in red because the root note is no longer on the A string. It's moved up to the 6th string, the E string. And that will be your B on fret 7 and 10 for the D. And now I have color coded them on the PDF as well. So basically all the chords, the whole D flats, E flats, Fs that you've been doing so far, all this, all those are in dark blue because they're using the A string, and I've color coded the A string into dark blue. And when you finally get to the at the end in red, that's because the E string is color coded in red. So we're going to take it the whole way through now, and hopefully without a mistake, because this is in one take. And wish me luck. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. And after that, you come immediately back to the beginning. Okay, so like I said, the purpose of this study was a power chord study, because for my students that I'm doing this video over here, I want us to get really, really strong with our power chords. I want you to know the D flats here. I want you to get to know that E flats there and the G flats over here. I want us to get to know these. Because too often I realize we get to learn a sequence, we get to learn a playing pattern, and we don't always know the names of the chords and notes we're playing. Okay, that's just all for Aqualung by Jethro Tull. I will tackle the entire song later with the strumming patterns and the clear chords and other stuff. It's a really intricate song, really cool song. And I hope you enjoy it. Have an awesome day. Take care.